Do you have all the components of your new OmniSwitch 6860E? Watch this video to find out. In this video, you'll discover all the components you need to successfully install your brand new OmniSwitch 6860E. This switch is compact, high density, gigabit and 10 gigabit Ethernet design for the most demanding converged networks. In addition to the high performance and availability, the OS6860E offers enhanced quality of service, user authentication, deep packet inspection, and comprehensive security features to secure the network edge while accommodating user and device mobility with a high degree of integration between both wired and wireless LAN. Let's take a look at this switch in a little bit more detail. Now that we've taken out the OS6860E, let's examine the 5 components that you need to make sure you have. The first component is the Ziploc bag, which is shown in the middle of your screen. Inside of the Ziploc bag, you'll find 2 screws, 4 padded foam feet, the Alcatel-Lucent user guide information, and OmniSwitch education resources. The second component is the micro USB to USB cable. This is shown on the left-hand side of your screen next to the Ziploc bag. The third component is the OS6860E with 24 ports, which is shown in the middle of your screen and is the main component of the video. Component number 4 includes 2 rack-mounted ears. This is shown on the right-hand side of your screen, next to the Ziploc bag. Finally, we have component number 5, which is the power supply. The power supply is shipped in a separate package. Let's take a close look at the front panel to see what we have. Starting at the upper left-hand corner, you can see where my finger is pointed are the system LEDs. Then the model number and the virtual chassis ID LED. The micro USB console is right here in the bottom left-hand corner. To the right is the RS-232 console port, right here. Above is the USB port used for file transfer. Over here, you can see 2410 by 100 by 1000 RJ45 ports. Now, let me adjust the switch so we can take a look at what we have on the far right-hand side. On the far right, we have 4 SFP plus ports that can be configured with 1 gig E SFP or 10 gig E SFP plus and 2 QSFP stacking ports, also known as VFL ports. Let's take a look at the back of the OS6860E, starting on the top left. Here we have 2 grounding screws. To the right, we have the EMP, which is the Ethernet management port used for out-of-band management. Next, we have the DPS 25 pin port for external backup power, and then we have power supply slot 2 and power supply slot 1. In this video, I shared all the components found in your new OS6860E. Please verify you have everything, and then I'll see you again in the next video when we power it up.